All right, guys, welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me here on this fabulous Sunday evening. So once again, thank you guys for everyone that subscribed to my channel. Thank you guys for all those comments. I love responding to those comments. Thank you for those that use my referral code for your Tesla purchases. It definitely means a lot to me. If you got any questions, definitely leave those in the comment section. I will always try to get to those as quickly as I can. It's been a lot going on in my life, but I just want to have a quick update on the Rivian R2, R3, and R3X reveal. So as many of you, I don't know, maybe not, some of my followers may have watched it, maybe they didn't, but I ended up watching the Rivian R2 reveal, and actually it was what I expected. It was pretty much is Rivian's Model Y, Model 3 moment where they're gonna, instead of having a I wouldn't say overpriced vehicle, but more expensive vehicle, their next iteration or next vehicles that they're going to release is going to be a little cheaper, so within the $50,000 to $40,000 range. Of course, it's probably going to get a little more expensive if you go for the performance models and things of that nature, but I think for what it is, the R2 is pretty much just a miniature R1S. I thought the presentation was really spot on. I mean, it looked like it started right on time, like RJ got out there and just started doing it right when the time frame when it was due, because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes Tesla and everyone else says they're gonna unveil a car and then the actual presentation starts like 20-30 minutes later. So it was refreshing to see it actually start on time. But yeah, the R2 was just like a miniature R1S. I actually liked the R1S, but it just wasn't for me because it was just too big. I don't need a 7-seater vehicle. I don't have any children right now. Of course, it's great if you go camping and things of that nature, but I think the R2 is a good sweet spot. I would honestly say that if I had the choice right now between an R2 and a current Model Y, like the current one that's out right now, I probably would do the R2 for sure. And that's not simply because it's the new vehicle or the newer vehicle. Is mainly because it just meets more of my needs. It has that adventure thing going for it. Like, you can go camping with it. It has a tent and all this stuff that you can do with that vehicle. Just like the Model Y, it does not have air suspension, which that was anticipated. They're going to leave that feature kind of similar to how the Model S and X is compared to the 3 and the Y. So, but yeah, you can get the all different all-terrain wheels on it. It has a lot of camping things. It's going to have a camp kitchen attachments that's going to work with the R1 and the R2, as well as the R3. It has like a drawer thing in the back. It's easier to, make sure you're packing surfboards and things of that nature. It just seems like a really cool vehicle. Like, they really thought things through, especially for those that really go camping, really go on adventure type trips, road trips, things of that nature. They still have the flashlight from the R1 series. Do not have the camp speaker, which, it is what it is. You got to cut costs, but I'm sure that speaker doesn't cost them a lot. I kind of wish they did add that. But yeah, I mean, they have the glove box because the R1 doesn't have glove box. So they added 2 glove boxes. But yeah, I think it's looking to be a great vehicle. I think for what it is, the 5-seater, I just think it fits, and it fits in a space that's not currently being fulfilled right now. The Model Y is a great vehicle. I think it's great if you're going on road trips, having access to the supercharging network, having FSD, a lot of features, having the Netflix and things on the screen. I think Model Y, Model 3, all the Teslas are amazing vehicles. And I hope Rivian does add that kind of functionality to their system. But the R2, it gives you that camping feel. It has the more all-terrain tires. It has the flashlight. It has a lot of the things that you will want to utilize for a camping trip. The camp kitchen coming in the future has a tent that's already being made for the Rivian vehicles. And yeah, it just looks very cool. Like, it still has the performance if you get the top of the line version of 3.5 or 0 to 60 time. And it just looks like a miniature R1S. It doesn't really look like it's a cheap vehicle. Now, keep in mind, this is a concept. We don't know how close to this is going to be. This is just a prototype. I hope that most of those features translate to the actual production vehicle. That's the hope. But yeah, I think the R2 looks great. I think it's going to sell like hotcakes. If they are able to keep it around the $45,000 that they said for the lower end version, I think it's going to sell great, because it's going to be right in that Model Y space. And, to have range of at least over 280 miles, I think is a great spot to be in for Rivian. So, I mean, I never consider an R1S, but I think it's a great vehicle if you have a large family. But I think the R2, with the size, the look, having the large front trunk still, It's great. I wish it was automatic. It's not. It is what it is. It opens automatically when you open it, but it doesn't close automatically. I don't see the point of that. I mean, I don't know. But anyways, I think it's a great vehicle. And if you guys want to ask, I reserved it spot on. I don't know if I'm going to take the reservation, if I'm going to go, actually purchase the vehicle. I don't know, but I have 2 years to think about it. I just think what I saw was a great looking vehicle. I always wanted a Rivian, and I still want a Rivian. If money wasn't an option, I would already have a Rivian. But at this point in time, I do not want to pay for it. And that is why I'm also considering, I have a Cybertruck pre-ordered as well, but I don't know how long that's going to take. So currently, I put in a pre-order for R2. I have a pre-order for a Cybertruck. I just know for a fact I'm not going to pay $100K for a Cybertruck. I'm most likely getting a dual motor, not getting the single motor, or the tri-motor version. I don't need that. But so yeah, I just don't. I really like the Cybertruck, but I don't think it's worth $100,000. It just doesn't to me. And I don't think the Rivian R1 is worth 92 or whatever for the one I customized. I just don't see it. So yeah, that's where I'm at, guys. I got an R2 pre-order. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the Cybertruck. I'm trying to wait and see if they lower the price or some of the other models come out that's a little cheaper, or maybe once the foundation stuff is going and you don't have to get FSD and all that stuff, it would be much worthwhile. But it's kind of weird that they have foundation, but they're not shipping with FSD and all these features, and it's kind of annoying. I have a car with FSD, of course, so hopefully if I do decide to get the Cybertruck, I can transfer that over and it'll be worthwhile and it makes sense. But 100K for it, I just don't see it. I don't see I understand if you just really want it. I think it's a really cool product. Like, if I can get a Cybertruck, I would get it. I haven't decided if I want to pay that money yet. And then I see the R2, and I'm like, it's kind of close to the R1 without the air suspension. And I really like how the R1 is. Like, I probably would still go with the R1T. And the used ones are looking great on the market. I love my Model 3 so much, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do. And now, keep in mind, Rivian is going to have access to the supercharger network, so that's another positive for them. Of course, I love my Tesla. I really still have a love for a Model S. At this point in time, I just don't think it's practical for me in my current situation. I really need a little bit more space, and I don't want to simply get a Model Y, and I don't really want a Model X, because I feel like if I'm getting a truck like that or an SUV, I want it to be off-road capable, and that is kind of what Rivian offers. I want a truck that is not simply a family hauler whenever I have an opportunity to have a family, but it's also something I can take the family on off-road trails and things of that nature. I'm not taking a Model X on an off-road trail. That's just me. I'm not doing it, and I'm not gonna pay extra to customize it to make it so I feel comfortable to do that. That is just not what the Model X has been built for, and I understand that. That's why I don't want it. But the R1 has always intrigued me because I really want a truck or SUV that I feel comfortable to take off-road and that was built for that kind of environment. And I think the R2 and the R1 series is a great car. So let me know what you guys thought of the Rivian reveal of the R2. Also, R3 is a cool looking vehicle, cool compact car. It's not for me. Like I said, I want something with more space. So if I buy a car, it's gotta be, if it's not a Model Y, it has to be something bigger than that. Like, I just want something with more space. I go to Home Depot a lot. I get, things that I need for the yard and things for the house. And I really want something I can really utilize for, future things that I want to do. I love my Model 3, but I realize it doesn't have the most space that I need it. I think a perfect world would be to have a Model 3 or a sedan like that, but have a Cybertruck and something that I can use for those types of occasions. So that's where I'm at. I really enjoyed the reveal. I enjoyed it enough that I actually put a pre-order down on the R2. Don't know if I'm going to get it, but it intrigues me. So if nothing comes out before then, and I'm able to get that, and I still haven't decided on the Cybertruck, I still don't know yet. It's hard for me to swallow paying $100K without some extra income coming in that I can put towards that. So yeah, $100K is just a lot to swallow for. So I want to kind of make sure I'm budgeting right. So the R2 and the R1, even a used one, looks really appealing to me at this point. Still love the Cybertruck, and I think it would be a cool vehicle to own. I just haven't decided yet. I'm not paying the Foundation Series price. No matter if I get the email or not, I will get it when it's the right time to get it. So that's where I'm at. It also gives them a little more time to flesh out the software of the Cybertruck. I know it's some limitations it has right now, and I want them to really get that stuff dialed in. So that's what I'm waiting on. So let me know what you guys thought of the Rivian reveal. Do you like the R2? You know, it does look like a mini R1S. So if you don't like the R1S, you probably don't like the R2. But I actually think the R1S is a cool looking vehicle. It's just not for me. It's just too big. But the R2, I think it hits that sweet spot. So let me know what you guys think. Leave those in the comment section below. Let me know if you put down your pre-order, if you're going to do it or you're considering it. Let me know. And if you got any questions for me, let me know in the comment section below. But until next time, thank you guys for watching my video, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.